Chapter 1. A Bell Rings. It is 4 o'clock in London, England. A massive bell rings 4 times. People 9 miles, 14 kilometers away can hear it. It is inside the clock at the top of Elizabeth Tower. The bell is Big Ben. It is also known as the Great Bell. Most people refer to the clock and bell together as Big Ben. The clock tower was named for Queen Elizabeth II in 2012. It is part of the Palace of Westminster. The United Kingdom's Parliament meets here. Augustus Pugin designed the tower. Edmund Beckett designed the clock. There are 4 clock faces. The clock was too slow at first. The minute hands were made of iron. They were replaced with copper hands. Copper is lighter. It moves faster. Did you know? The clock is usually accurate within 2 seconds of the actual time. Chapter 2. Big Ben arrives. The Great Bell was cast in 1856. It took 16 horses to pull it to the tower. Workers rang it before they moved it into place. It cracked. Another bell was made. It weighed 15 tons, 14 metric tons. The new bell rang for the first time on July 11, 1859. It cracked too. Workers replaced the hammer with a lighter one. It did not hit the bell so hard. Big Ben may have gotten its nickname from Sir Benjamin Hall. He oversaw the building of the tower. His name is inscribed on the bell. What do you think? Some landmarks are named after people. Some are named for their size. Some are named for both. What landmarks do you know of? Do you know what they are named after? Big Ben rings at the start of every hour. Smaller bells ring every 15 minutes. Clockmakers make sure the clock and bells are always working. They also change the time. Clocks move ahead 1 hour here on May 21st. On October 1st, they move back. Take a look. How long did it take to get Big Ben ringing? Take a look. 1856. The first great bell is cast. It cracks before it is moved into place. 1858. The new bell arrives. It is called Big Ben. 1859. Big Ben rings for the first time. It cracks and falls silent. 1863. A new, smaller hammer is placed. Big Ben rings again. During World War I, 1914 to 1918, the bells stopped ringing. Leaders did not want to draw attention to the palace. They wanted to protect it. Bombs hit the palace 14 times during World War II, 1939 to 1945. The clock and bells still worked. The palace was repaired. Chapter 3. A Nation's Clock. Big Ben rings even when the clock faces are getting cleaned. But sometimes it stops if the clock or tower needs repairs. Big Ben rings in the new year. Fireworks help celebrate. Big Ben also rings to mark other important dates. One is Remembrance Day. This day honors service members who have lost their lives. Our watches and phones show us what time it is. But Big Ben and the clock tower are still important. They are symbols of the United Kingdom. People from around the world come to visit. Would you like to hear Big Ben? What do you think? Visitors must climb 334 steps to reach the belfry. Would you climb that many steps to see Big Ben? Glossary. Accurate, exact, or free from mistakes. Belfry, the room in a tower in which a large bell is hung. Cast, formed by pouring soft or molten material into a mold. Clock faces, the dial faces of clocks. Copper, a reddish-brown metal that conducts heat and electricity and is used to make different things. Inscribed, written, carved, or engraved on a surface. Iron, a strong, hard, magnetic metal that is used to make many different things. Landmarks, buildings or places selected and thought of as important. Oversaw, watched over and directed work to make sure it was done well. Parliament, the group of people who have been elected to make laws in some countries, such as the United Kingdom. Symbols, objects that stand for, suggest, or represent something else.